Care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Lock, the open man here, Renfro. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Mayfield, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On second and very short, Mayfield. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Check, check.
Real.
Whip.
Hey, alert.
No.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
180! Kings! We own them. Zoo!
45.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Give me something. Here we go.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 23 yards the pick up there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1.